Hi everyone. Yes, it's not a Wednesday as I've said previously that. Well, so I thought I was gonna post it on Wednesday, but essentially, if everything goes to plan, I will be consistent this October, posting every single Wednesday. Right now, I'm actually editing 1 out of 4 videos, so this is number one. It is a Wednesday. Roll the intro. Hi, my name is Johnley, and welcome to another book review. Now, for today's book reviews, I'm actually shocked because I've read all of this in September. Half of September, I read all of this half of September. Today's the 17th, and I've read 5 books already. I want to cry because this is a feat. This is something I've never done before, so yeah. Okay, technically one of them is a cheat because I started this like 2 years ago and I only finished this today. Not today, but like this week. But and okay, anyway, so we're gonna review all of these 5 books in order of how I read it. So Lab Hypothesis is actually the last one. The first one is Ghosted. So yeah. So the first book I've read this month is Ghosted by Jen Ashworth. I thought, reading from the blurb, I thought it was gonna be interesting, like Laurie's husband disappears, literally ghosted, but left nothing. Left everything basically, like phone left, wallet left, cards left. There was no trace of this guy. And from the blurb, it kind of, or from the testimonials, it kind of says that, it's gonna be flouting around the like gothic genre, not ghouls genre, gothic genre. And I read it. I didn't get it. They mentioned a psychic a couple of times in the story, and is that supposed to be the gothic genre? No, 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 no. So the more I told my friends about this book because they're interested in like what I'm reading. So the more I talked about it, the more I want to rate this from 3 stars to 2 stars. And apparently it's a love story. I'm having a moment. I don't want to tell you what happens because I don't endorse this book. Yeah, so bye. Second book I read this month is Trust by Domenico Starnone. This is the translated book from Italian because that is the language, not Italy. Italian's a language. And actually, I bought this in the Waterstones in Piccadilly Circus. It's the biggest Waterstones, I think. Might be something bigger, but it looks quite big. They hold events there, so pop up, I'm trying to read more translated works because I think they're really interesting. But this is giving me the reason why not to read translated stuff because I read the first few pages. It got me, it hooked me. Like let me read you like the first couple of sentences. Love, well, what to say? We talk about it a lot, but I don't think I've used the word much. On the contrary, I doubt it's ever been of any use to me, though I've loved. Of course, I've loved. I've loved until I've lost my mind and my wits. Love, as I've known it, in fact, is the love of crude life that burns the refined one, and eruption that obliterates understanding and piety, reasons and rights, geography and history, sickness and health, rich and poor, exceptions and rules. So I was like, okay, interesting. Give me the essay of love. Eros, who cut him. And then later on, it tells me about the story of like teacher professor relationship, and I'm like, okay, they're off age, but I'm like, in that setting, no, the power play is bad. And then later on, it's mid. So 3 stars. The third book I've read so far in this month is Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. So technically, I've read half of it this month because the other half of it was like ages ago. And 5 out of 5, no notes, no cap, putting it on the hill that I will die on. This book is so hilarious, it's funny, and I think I definitely want to keep this in my bookshelf just because it's really nice. It's a nice book to like reread over and over again if you just want to have a good laugh and to just understand what Trevor Noah is like. This book reads as if you're doing the between the scenes he does in The Daily Show, just talking about his life and how he grew up and how he formed his ideas around him. So I think it's quite good. 5 out of 5 is staying in my bookshelf. Yeah. Right. Next one is Mieko Kawakami's All the Lovers in the Night. Now, I have been semi-vocal as to how I felt about Murakami's Norwegian Wood, Japanese romance literature. The Japanese aspect of it is not giving. I find Japanese literature to be quite slow, quite tedious, but Norwegian Wood is actually an okay pace. So I thought to myself, you know what, let's give Japanese literature another go and do All the Lovers in the Night. The pace is like Norwegian Wood. It is a story about a mid-30s proofreader, and literally the story revolves around her going from a company to being freelance, finding someone to talk to. No notes. I am disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm giving it 2 stars. And I might not be touching another Japanese literature for a while. Like, every attempt I had, it didn't give. The pace is good, but I'm not into it. I'm sorry. I feel like as a Marmite, either you get it or you don't. And I don't. If you love it, good for you. I love that for you. But for me, absolutely. My books fell, sorry. But yeah, this book, no. It's a no. Someone didn't proofread it. No, just kidding. Alright, last but not the least, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. And this book has been everywhere. As you can see, this is a sticker of the TikTok sensation. I really wish you could just peel it off so you could just like have a nice cover. At the beginning, I was reading the book, I was like, okay, cool, there's Adam Carlson. Okay, great. So he's gonna be the love interest. And then later on, like 30 pages, then you're like, ah, okay, it's Adam Carlson. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love books. I love reading books that really challenges you, that makes you kind of want to think of like, okay, cool, what's it gonna be this way, or like something that you can really analyze thoroughly. That's why I love Beloved. It is such a completely hard, dense book, but this one, you can predict what's gonna happen from the picture itself. And yet, I ate this shit up. I'm sorry to my pretentious self, but I love this book. 5 out of 5. I will kill if anyone says anything else. I know what was gonna happen, and I was right. But to just live through it is just chef's kiss, and there's like 30 pages of smut. But anyway, no, honestly, it's like they describe that hotel scene in 30 pages. And I'm like, shit, 30 pages. I can't even write 20 pages for one chapter, sis. There's not even one scene. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's just so cute. Oh yeah, let me tell you what it actually is about. So it's mainly about this woman right here, Olive Smith. She is a PhD candidate, and basically this, like, within the first 10 pages, right, Olive used to date Jeremy, another postgrad, but they broke up, and Olive has a best friend called Anne, A-N-H, thank you very much, A-N-H, Anne. But Anne really likes Jeremy, but Anne doesn't want to date Jeremy because of the sisterhood, because Olive just broke up with Jeremy. So in order to help Anne date Jeremy, Olive has been saying that she's been dating someone else, and suddenly one night at the lab, Olive said to Anne that she was on a date, but they saw each other in the corridor of the science labs, and Dr. Adam Carlson, one of the professors there, was just there. And in order to not to get caught, Olive kissed Adam, literally as seen on the cover. And ever since then, they started fake dating, and a series of things happens. And if you know the trope, you know the trope. Yeah. So in that sense, it's predictable, but it's just chef's kiss. I love it. And because of this book, I am currently reading. I'm on a romance streak, despite the fact this is the only second book I'm reading. Red, White, and Royal Blue. It is right there. Do you know how hard it is to get this mother effing book? I went to 3 Waterstones in central London just to get this book, and they didn't nearly even have it in the third one. I was about to get the 4th Waterstone, and yeah, I'm just grateful that I have it. I'm 40 pages in. It's kind of cute. I don't like the fact that it's 440 pages. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that you like this video, you like the way I review books, because that's literally the purpose of this video. But please do let me know if what your thoughts are in these 5 books. I want to read more of a variety of books. That's why I bought some new stuff, because I buy books when I am depressed. Yeah, baby. On my other video that will be coming out soon. I don't know, because I have to film it first after this. But yeah, anyway, please do recommend me other books from other genres. So currently right now I bought 1 horror book, and I'm like, it's a modern horror book, so it takes place like during the Twitter era. So I want to see how that goes. But also at the same time, like, I have other books on my TBR list. Like, for example, I want to read the Ernest Hemingway book, and this is A Farewell to Arms. One of the main reasons why I want to read this, because I got it at the charity book sale for £2.50. Yeah. LMK. Like, comment, and then share this video to your enemies, because why not? Just share it to your enemies. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day, when Jesus washed. When Jesus washed, he washed. Wow, I'm so offbeat. Please cancellation me.